Minnesota Vikings had one of the worst run defenses in the National Football League last year, and frankly in team history. They were 27th in the league in terms of rushing yards allowed, 24th in rushing TDs on the ground. Thanks, Alvin Kamara. Damn it. As well as 23rd in yards per carry allowed. In total, they're a major part of why this was the worst defense in the Mike Zimmer tenure, even though blah. It was demoralizing. And yes, it is a passing league, and it does suck to give up 400 yards passing a game, which the Vikings also did. But it is just so emasculating. The simplest thing in the game, getting your ass kicked on a simple running play up the middle, just a dive or a lead or whatever, and giving up 5, 7, 12 yards per carry over and over and over again. And that feeling in the back of your head is like, oh, we cannot stop them. No, you can't have that. But now, with the signing of dynamic Dalvin Tomlinson, as well as the return of nose tackle Michael Flex Tape Pierce from the COVID opt-out, the Vikings have the rebirth of the Williams Wall, and now we're Arby's. We have the meats. That's right. And just that alone will help the Vikings' run defense. But you look at the ripple effects of the addition of Danielle, the real deal Hunter, back to the lineup, one of the best run defending edge rushers in the game. And the Vikings have the framework for one of the best run defenses in the National Football League. If you look at the projected front seven, so left to right from the defense's point of view, you got Danielle holding down the left side, strong side, left side, strong side. Woo. Dalvin as the early down 3 tech, Michael Pierce on the nose, and DJ Wanham or Stephen Weatherly at right defensive end. Wanham posted 68.6 PFF run defense grade in 2019 at South Carolina. Rookie year, but everyone was sort of last year. And Weatherly can be solid on the edge. Linebackers operating behind this defensive line will have a lot more freedom to scrape and make plays as offensive linemen and bodies are being kept off of them. Sam linebacker Anthony Barr back off of that pec injury and now is in a contract year, so don't sleep on that motivation. Maybe he won't catch this. But his run defense and leadership was sorely missing in 2020. Mike linebacker Eric Kendricks, of course, he might benefit the most from Pierce being back as well as the Thompson signing. Behind those two, no one is going to touch him. You literally have 700 pounds of human being in front of you. No interior offensive lineman is going to get all up in you, and I think Kendricks will return to first team all-pro form. He was last year before the injury, by the way, but no. Will linebacker, that's TBD. I mean, when the Vikings are in base, even though that's rare, played about 70% in nickel in 2020, it's either going to be 4th-round pick Troy Dye or Nick Vigil, the free agent signee coming over from San Diego, formerly of the Bengals. I would give the early down edge to Nick Vigil, but also don't sleep on Cameron Smith coming back from open heart surgery. Love that story. Duke can bring the wood as well. Plus, if teams don't have success running against the Vikings early on, or they start building up their reputation throughout the season, like, oh, it's tough to run against the Vikings. Guess what? Teams will stop running against the Vikings, and it becomes a bit of a self-fulfilling prophecy. Last year, the Buccaneers only allowed 1,289 yards on the ground, 3.6 yards per carry, as well as only 10 touchdowns. All were number 1 in the National Football League, the triple crown of run defense. Big love to Todd Bowles and that defense. So on paper, even though they don't play the games on paper because that would rip, the Vikings defense should vie for those numbers. They should be up in the stratosphere in terms of one of the best run defenses in the league. Probably top 7, hopefully top 5, maybe even higher than that, because it is going to be an extremely tough road to hoe for opposing offenses to get something going on the ground, especially in the middle. So now it just makes everything easier for that defense overall as a unit, because instead of 2nd and 4, instead of 3rd and 2, you end up at 2nd and 9, at 3rd and 8. Then you can have fun, nice on 3rd down, pin your ears back and get creative and just get after it. So yeah, stopping the run, it is so basic, it is so elemental, it is so overlooked, except the Vikings, I think, took last year to heart, and then we took that personally, and then just got after. Bring in Dalvin. They knew that they were going to get Michael Pierce back and Danielle Hunter back in all likelihood. Please just pay him. So let's get this thing going and return the defense back to the Purple People Eater 7.0 or whatever the hell version we're on. The Zimmer Hellfire defense rides again. Woo! Let's go. Be your thoughts. Vikings should have one of the best run defenses in the league next year. Let us know in the comments section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support that work? Post something on the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.